Good morning. Our ceremony will begin in about 15 minutes, and I have a few announcements to share as we prepare for the ceremony. Childcare is available in the Merritt Hall gym on the other side of the library. Our ceremony will be streamed into the Student Union Multi-Purpose Room for anyone who finds it necessary or desirable to seek shelter from today's weather. See a volunteer for directions to the Union. Restrooms are located in several halls around the academic quad: Dunn Hall, Brainerd Hall, Flagg Hall, Carson Hall, and the Barrington Student Union. Tim Hortons and Becky Place are open in Carson's Hall. Food and beverages are also available for purchase in the Student Union. You will find water stations located throughout the academic quad. Again, our ceremony will begin in about 15 minutes. Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2015 Bachelor's Commencement at the State University of New York. The processional will begin momentarily, and I'd like to make a few announcements. Please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices that may disrupt the ceremony. The ceremony will be streamed into the Student Union Multi-Purpose Room for anyone who would prefer to sit inside in a temperature-controlled environment. The ceremony will also be streamed online on the SUNY Potsdam YouTube page. Restrooms are located in Dunn, Brainerd, Flagg, Carson Hall, and the Student Union. SUNY Potsdam is a tobacco-restricted campus, and we would ask you to refrain from smoking. No pets will be allowed in the seating area. Childcare is available in the Merritt Hall gym on the other side of the library. A professional photographer will be taking photographs of each graduate as they cross in front of the stage. We respectfully request that personal be photos taken from your seat. Please be considerate of other guests. We encourage all graduates and their guests to share your favorite commencement photos with the entire campus community. When you post your photos to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, please hashtag it SUNY Potsdam Grad. That's hashtag SUNY Potsdam Grad, all one word. Food and beverages are available for purchase in Becky's Place and Tim Hortons in Carson Hall, as well as the Union Market in the Student Union. We request that you during the formal portion of the ceremony out of respect for our graduates, our speakers, and other guests. Everyone is invited to join us for a reception after the ceremony on the other side of the library near Minerva's Plaza. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony.
President Esterberg, the candidates for degrees have arrived and are in their places. Come on! The faculty and staff are present. Administrators and members of the College Council have assembled on stage. All are gathered for the 2015 Bachelor's Commencement of the State University of New York at Potsdam. Would everyone please rise? Gentlemen, remove your caps and join in the singing of the national anthems of Canada and the United States, first led by Yvonne Trobe, followed by Denasia Jordan.
We see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Welcome to SUNY Potsdam 2015 commencement. Thank you, Yvonne and Denasia. I also want to thank Dr. Brian Doyle and the Crane Commencement Band for enriching this morning's celebration. Thanks also to Maureen Moose, our sign language interpreter today. Graduates, the class of 2015. Today we celebrate you. We are so proud of you. Whether you are a North Country native or from New York City, from Italy to Calgary to Texas, Whether you are the first person in your family to graduate from college or come from a long line of family members with college degrees, we honor you and all you have attained. Could I ask all who are the first in their family to complete a college degree to please rise? We know what an extraordinary achievement this is for you and your families, and we celebrate you. This is an extraordinary graduating class, not only for its academic achievements, but for its creative and athletic performances, its creation of a vibrant campus culture, and its willingness to be of service on campus and in the community. Graduates, we know you've worked hard. You have done well. But I ask that you take a moment to reflect upon the many individuals who have helped you along the way. Mothers, fathers, grandparents, sisters, brothers, children, I think there are some children in the audience, spouses, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, teachers, especially teachers, all have helped make today's graduation possible. Please join me in expressing your appreciation to these special relatives and friends. And for those of you in the audience, those family members, those supporters who are so proud of today's graduates, please join me in expressing appreciation for their accomplishments. This has been an extraordinary year for our campus and for our students, with incredible highs as well as deep challenges. As we look back over this year, I am struck by the indomitable spirit of our students, by the hundreds who relayed for life, raising over $63,000 to benefit the American Cancer Society. Yeah. By the student painters, actors, musicians, sculptors, dancers, poets, directors, whose creativity displayed during our LoCo Festival of the Arts inspired and delighted our community. By the hundreds of students who completed internships, conducted research with faculty members, studied abroad, or volunteered this year. By our award-winning student entrepreneurs, our multi-talented athletes, our committed student teachers, our student leaders, who show such dedication to this campus and this community. As our graduating seniors prepare to leave this campus, we believe we have prepared them well for what is to come, for their next step. Now this semester, the challenges facing so many communities in the United States hit home here in our own Potsdam community. As many of you know, a member of our own Potsdam family, a faculty member and his family, was of serious threats, hate speech, ugly images. Events like these can serve as a catalyst for change and action, and that has been the case here at SUNY Potsdam. I am so proud of our campus community, so proud of our students, so proud of our determination to become a campus where we thrive on diversity, where every single person who enters into our campus community feels radically, fundamentally at home, no matter their background, no matter their history, their identity, or their beliefs. as we stand on the cusp of our bicentennial year, we have the opportunity to make that creative vision a reality. Graduates, you are part of that commitment and that change. So as you leave here today, know that you have the power to change the world. No, yes, you have that power. Yes. No, you have already made your mark on this campus. Know that your SUNY Potsdam education prepares you well for this task. We are so eager to see the changes you, the class of 2015, will make in this world. Yes. Yeah. Now it is my deep pleasure to introduce the members of this morning's stage party. I ask them to please stand and be recognized. Hold your applause, please, until the entire stage is recognized. Ken McDonald, member, College Council. Jan Tribula, outgoing chair of the SUNY Potsdam Faculty Senate and Grand Marshal for our ceremony today. Brian Hughes, member, College Council. Maria Heppel, distinguished professor of chemistry and faculty marshal. Jim Peterzak, distinguished teaching professor of music and faculty marshal. Rick Miller, executive vice president. Donald Tompkins, SUNY Potsdam Alumni Association and 2015 recipient of the Roger B. Linden Distinguished Service Award. Roger Linden, member, College Council. Harold Johnson, member, College Council. Chip Morris, Dean of Students. Marcus Frisbee, 2015 Student Government Association President. Amy Kellogg, President, SUNY Potsdam Alumni Association. Daniel Mertzluft, Academic Honoree. Michael Sitton, Dean of the Crane School of Music. Steve Marcusy, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences. Peter Brower, Dean of the School of Education and Professional Studies. Margaret Madden, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. June O'Neill, Chair, College Council. Alan P. Newell, honorary degree recipient. And Stephanie Blythe, SUNY Potsdam, class of 1992, renowned opera star, honorary chair of Take the Lead, the Campaign for Potsdam, and today's commencement speaker. Yesterday, at our College Honors Convocation, members of the campus faculty and staff had the pleasure of recognizing a number of outstanding students for their excellence in academics, athletics, leadership, and service. Their individual names are listed in your program, but all deserve another round of applause. You may have noticed that some of today's graduates have different colored tassels to draw attention to their scholastic achievements. Would all those students with a maroon tassel who today are graduating cum laude with a grade point average of 3.25 to 3.49, please stand. Woo. Well done. All right. Now, you can sit down now. Please stand if you have a gray tassel, signifying you are graduating magna cum laude with a grade point of 3.5 to 3.74. Woo-hoo. you can be seated. Finally, those students with maroon and gray tassels who achieved a grade point average of 3.75 or above and are graduating summa cum laude, please stand. Congratulations. A number of faculty and staff members have received Chancellor's Awards and President's Awards for Excellence in Teaching and Service. Their names are also listed in your program. Would those who have received Chancellor's or President's Awards this year please stand? Two members of our faculty have just been notified of their prestigious appointment to SUNY Distinguished Professorship. Would Dr. Carlene Graham and Dr. Karen Johnson Weiner please stand and be recognized for this outstanding achievement? We are fortunate to have two of our finest students as today. The first is Daniel Mertzluft, the academic honoree of the class of 2015, with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Dan is receiving his Bachelor of Music degree, summa cum laude, with double majors in music education and musical studies. In 4 days' time, Dan will begin a job as orchestrator, arranger, and music director at Transcendence Theater Company in Sonoma, California. Please join me in welcoming Daniel Mertzluft. You're awesome.
Good morning, President Esterberg, honored guests, students, faculty, administration and staff, families, and friends. And thank you for allowing me the honor to speak before you today. Whether you are here to graduate or to support friends or family, today is a day of great celebration and reflection. As I was contemplating what to share with you today, one idea continued to surface: choices. I've been thinking a lot about the notion of choices ever since I was introduced to a musical called If Then. In the musical, the main character imagines how a single choice has the potential to change the course of her entire life. She wonders, what if? Should she stay in the park, or should she go to dinner with a friend? We then watch as both of these possibilities play out, producing two distinctly unique lives, all because of a single, simple choice she made one spring afternoon. Every single day, we make thousands of these seemingly meaningless choices. Dunkin' or Starbucks? Starbucks, obviously. Flip-flops or sneakers? While we all like to think that these choices don't affect the overall outcome of our lives, there is a reality that we must face. There are thousands of different lives that we can lead. Going to Dunkin' that day could lead you to meet the love of your life, while going to Starbucks could be the perfect place to start a best-selling novel. The possibilities of the different lives that we can lead are endless. But we are here today because of one thing: our choices. We spend so much of our time wondering, what if? What if I hadn't waited one more day before calling her back? What if I had studied for that test instead of just watching one more episode on Netflix? But here's the good news. Our personal choices and hard work have led us to this day. Forget the regrets. the could'ves, the should'ves, the would'ves, and the what-ifs. Out of the billions of possibilities, we are here right now celebrating this day. We need to set aside our previous challenges and the many more that surely await us, because today is a day of celebration, a new beginning, of victory on the course of our lives. What a great day it is to celebrate our choices. There is no telling what tomorrow will bring for each of us. We are free of the past, ready for the future, and gifted with the present. Savor your time here at SUNY Potsdam, because starting tomorrow, we will make a new set of choices that could lead to 1,000 new lives. So go fiercely forward. Dream a new life. Dream for yourself. Because starting today, you start a new journey to become the person who you choose to be. Thank you, and congratulations.
Brilliant. Well done. Well done. Well done. Let's pause and appreciate that. Yes. Our second student speaker today is Marcus Frisbee, who has served this past year as president of our Student Government Association. Marcus has given his time and talents serving all SUNY Potsdam students in this important role. He has been a tireless advocate for his peers, and we appreciate his dedicated service. Last year, Marcus received his bachelor's degree from SUNY Potsdam in middle and secondary education and history. And just yesterday, he received, with distinction, his Master's of Science in Education in Curriculum and Instruction. It is my pleasure to introduce your president, Marcus Frisbee.
Graduates, on the culmination of all of the blood, sweat, and perhaps tears you have shed over the past few years of your life. As a graduate student who sat in your shoes last year, I know the feeling that you are undoubtedly having, a feeling mixed with the impatience of wanting all of these people up here to stop talking so you can cross the stage, get your diploma, and celebrate your accomplishment with your friends and family. I promise I won't take up too much of your time. While I'm up here, I wanted to pass along some words of wisdom that I have recently learned. They come from a true modern-day sage, Mr. Ron Swanson from the television show Parks and Recreation. Mr. Swanson has many excellent quotes, and I could spend all day reciting them, but in the interest of time and everyone's sanity, I've chosen 4 to share with you. I've tried to internalize these quotes over the past year, and while I'll be the first person to admit that I haven't always succeeded in that, I think they are worth your consideration. Number 1, live your life how you want, but don't confuse drama with happiness. One of the great aspects of life is its unceasing movement. Your life will be a whirlwind of different people, events, and experiences. With that said, in all of that energy and motion, don't confuse drama with happiness. Be aware of the sometimes subtle difference between an exciting life and a fulfilling one. Identify what makes you happy and make those things a priority. Make sure you're lost amongst the multitude of events and experiences that you cannot avoid. Number 2, you choose you can't be upset when nobody thanks you. Don't start chasing applause and acclaim. That way lies madness. You are going to spend an inordinate amount of your life working. You'll need to work to provide for your family, You'll need to work to purchase the things you want and the things you'll need. This is an obvious necessity of life. Your parents, teachers, and other role models have told you how important it is to find a job that you love to do. I would add that it is also important to find a job that you love to do even when no one recognizes your work. Be able to take joy in your job because of the simple satisfaction of doing your job well. You may find that this simple satisfaction can be of the greatest experience, you may find that the satisfaction of this can be one of the greatest feelings in the world. Number 3, you know what makes a good person good? When a good person does something bad, they own up to it, then try to learn something from it, and they move on. Allow me to let you in on one of life's great secrets. You will fail. You will fail often, and you will fail spectacularly. And this is a good thing. Do not duck away from these mistakes. The trick is owning these countless failures and taking them in stride. You have to ask yourself how you can use these failures to better yourself, how your flaws and missteps can help you find your strength and your accomplishments. The only way we grow as individuals is by recognizing where we're short and building from there. Before I offer the final quote, I want to take this time to again congratulate you all on your hard work. You have reached the end of the proverbial race. I wish for all of you nothing but the best as you enter life after college. You have the world laid out at your feet, and you have all the tools necessary to conquer that world. I left this final quote purposefully for last, because if there's only one thing you remember from what I have said today, I pray it is this. Number 4, never half-ass 2 things, whole-ass 1 thing. Enough said. Congratulations.
Well done. Well done. Thank you, Marcus, for those remarks. Our next speaker once sat where you are now sitting. Amy Kellogg, class of 1999, is the president of the college's Alumni Association. She will bring greetings from the SUNY Potsdam Alumni Association and formally welcome you as the newest members of this exclusive organization. Please welcome Ms. Amy Kellogg.
Thank you, Dr. Esterberg. Good morning. I have the distinct honor and privilege of welcoming you today to the SUNY Potsdam Alumni Association. You will shortly become officially a part of a strong and dedicated network of 40,000 plus members. You should be very proud of yourselves on this important day. Your hard work and dedication brought you to this point. I have no doubt that a number of other important people also played a role in where you are today. Friends, professors, mentors, and hopefully some other alum you met along the way. I ask the graduates, stand up for a second, turn face the crowd, and let's give a big round of applause to everyone who supported you and helped you get here today. Without your support, they wouldn't be here today. But thankfully they are. And as they join our alumni ranks, I hope that each of you graduates appreciate and understand the accomplished group that you join. Our alumni are impressive. No matter where you end up or what you end up doing, I have no doubt that you will encounter other Potsdam alumni who will help support you in your career, motivate you to challenge yourself, and inspire you to be the best that you can be. Potsdam is a unique place, and that is reflected in our alumni network. We have the most dedicated and supportive alumni that anyone could ask for. Once you are a member of the Potsdam family, you are always a member of the Potsdam family. No matter the field you pick or the geographic location you pick, I can guarantee we have an alum who is ready and willing to help. As you join our ranks today, I hope that you each will become an engaged alum. I have been lucky to have a number of alumni mentors since I graduated from Potsdam. I think my most enduring alumni memory came shortly after I had graduated from law school. I was doing a meeting for a client with the governor's office, and I was meeting with a senior counsel. It was my first solo meeting, and I had never been so nervous in my entire life. As I was waiting for him to come to the meeting, I was looking around and saw on his wall a SUNY Potsdam diploma. I have never been so relieved in my entire life. When he walked into the meeting, I blurted out, "You went to Potsdam!" He smiled, and we had a lovely conversation about our respective times here at a great institution. I honestly don't remember what we discussed at the meeting or the outcome, but I will never forget the encouragement and support he gave me at that meeting. As we finished, he told me I had done a great job, is well prepared, and had no reason to be nervous for future meetings. I hope that you will all have stories like this. I hope some of you already do. Even better, I hope that each one of you will reach out and stay involved. At the very least, please remember to stay in touch so that we can keep you updated on the college's activities and alumni events. I encourage you to go visit the website, and this time, instead of clicking the student section, click the alumni section, and you can update your contact information and stay involved. The SUNY Potsdam Board of Trustees and I welcome you to our ranks. You should be very proud. We certainly are. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you. June O'Neill is the chair of our college council, which serves our college in various ways. Bringing greetings from the college council is its chair, June O'Neill.
Thank you, President Esterberg, members of the class of 2015. Let's see a big smile. On behalf of the entire SUNY Potsdam College Council, it is my great pleasure to bring greetings and congratulations to you, our 2015 graduates, your family and your friends. You know, these are exciting times at SUNY Potsdam. 3 weeks ago, Dr. Esterberg was officially installed as our 16th and first female president in almost 200 years. So this is her first graduation at SUNY Potsdam. You should feel very special to be members of her class. We're also getting ready next year to celebrate the college's bicentennial. I think we look pretty good for our age. How about you? So we expect you all to come back for cake. Is that a date? Well, commencements are special times. They're happy, they're sad, they're looking forward, and also reflecting. So while we celebrate your accomplishments today, we look forward to what you will do next. We think that your time here at SUNY Potsdam has not only prepared you well for a bright future, but also for life. And I'd like to tell you that everything would be all rosy from here on out, but we know that's not necessarily true. So I want to share a story with you about a young lady and her grandmother. Now, I'm partial to grandmothers because I am one. So special shout out to all the grandparents out there. So this young girl was having a very difficult time in her life, and she went to visit her grandma. And she complained, "Oh, Grandma, it's so hard. I don't know if I can do it. I'm tired, and it hurts, and it's not fun, and I'm struggling, and I think sometimes, what's the point? Why don't I just give up?" Well, Grandma silently took her into the kitchen and filled 3 pots of water with water. first pot, she put some carrots. In the second one, she put a few eggs. And in the third one, she put some ground coffee beans. So she turned on the stove and without saying a word for 20 minutes, let the 3 pots boil. And at the end of the 20 minutes, she took the things out of the pot. She put the carrots in one bowl, the eggs in the second, and the coffee grounds in the third. So she said to the granddaughter, "Honey, what do you see?" The grandmother said, "Well, eggs, carrots, and coffee." So the grandmother then asked the girl to feel the carrots, and she did. And after 20 minutes in boiling water, they were kind of mushy. Then she took an egg and broke it open. And once she peeled the shell off, the egg looked like an egg, but it was hard. And finally, she took a sip of the coffee from the third bowl. And when she did, she smiled. Maybe it was Starbucks. But she smiled when she tasted the flavor and inhaled the deep aroma. And she looked at Grandma and said, "Okay, what's the point?" Well, the grandmother pointed out to her that each of the 3 objects had faced the same adversity. In this case, boiling water. The carrot went in strong, but came out weak. And the egg had been fragile, with a thin shell that protected the soft interior. But now, after the boiling water, while it might look the same, it had become hard. And finally, she pointed out, the coffee beans were unique because after being in boiling water, they changed the water. "And which are you?" she asked her granddaughter. "When adversity knocks on your door, how will you respond? Are you a carrot, an egg, or a coffee bean?" Because if you are like the coffee bean, when things are at their worst, you get better and you change the situation around. So I challenge all of you to go out there and make some coffee in your life. Well, now we know that you will never forget this day, but not necessarily every single word that was spoken on this platform. So even though you are leaving us today, I want to reinforce something that Amy Kellogg, the head of our Alumni Association, just told you. So feel free to join along if the spirit moves you. Ready? Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Come on. Do-do-do-do. 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 Your families are waiting and you're anticipating, but though you're graduating, don't you ever forget, you will always be a part of the Potsdam family. Congratulations.
Thank you, June. Each year, SUNY Potsdam presents the Roger B. Linden Distinguished Service Award, which is the highest award given by the college to individuals or organizations who have demonstrated steadfast support for SUNY Potsdam through leadership, advocacy, service, and stewardship. Last night at a separate ceremony, the 2015 Roger B. Linden Distinguished Service Award was presented to Mr. Donald Tompkins, class of 1968. Don graduated from SUNY Potsdam and never really left. He has been a constant presence at his alma mater as a committed alumni volunteer and a consummate community member. And athletes, I know you have seen him at every game. Mr. Tompkins has continually served on the Alumni Association Board since 1980 and has gone above and beyond in his service. He volunteers countless hours leading up to each reunion weekend to assist the Office of Alumni Affairs and volunteers to staff the registration desk throughout the entire weekend each year. As a board member, he has served many years as treasurer for the Alumni Association and has taken part in many committees, including a campus visioning task force and website redesign focus group. Mr. Tompkins has been a member of the Bear Athletics Hall of Fame Committee for many years and is a loyal donor to the annual fund for Potsdam. Please join me in recognizing this year's Roger B. Linden Distinguished Service Award recipient, Mr. Donald Tompkins. Congratulations. It is now my great pleasure to present today's honorary degree candidate, Mr. Alan P. Newell. As the fifth generation of the Newell family to call the North Country home, Alan Newell has established strong roots in this community. And like roots, he continues to fortify, strengthen, and enrich our region. After serving his country in the U.S. Navy, he went on to serve on the board of directors for Newell Rubbermaid Incorporated, which has grown from a family business to a global publicly traded company. It is through his unceasing commitment to philanthropy and community service that he has distinguished himself. Through his establishment and leadership of the Sweetgrass Foundation, he has provided essential funding for numerous regional organizations through hundreds of grants, including outreach programs for the Art Museum at SUNY Potsdam and community performance series. His unwavering commitment to giving back extends to support for education, the arts, historic preservation, and the environment. He has provided valuable leadership as a board member and volunteer for traditional arts in upstate New York, the Frederick Remington Art Museum, the Antique Boat Museum, St. Lawrence University, the St. Lawrence County Historical Association, I'm keeping going, North Country Public Radio, and the Potsdam College Foundation. As a founding member of Save the River and a board member for the Thousand Islands Land Trust, he has helped to protect and preserve our environment in lasting ways. Finally, his support for scholarships doesn't just commemorate the many Newell family members who have attended SUNY Potsdam. It has also made it possible for more than 200 North Country High School graduates to follow in their footsteps. Mr. Newell's dedication to serving our neighbors is as heartfelt as his legacy is everlasting. Therefore, the State University of New York, through its College of Potsdam, is especially proud to bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Would Provost Margaret Madden and Mr. Newell, candidate for the State University of New York honorary degree, please join me at the lectern. Well done. Let's see.
I now have the honor to present Alan P. Newell as a candidate for the degree Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters. I have to do the hood.
You do the hood. There's the diploma. Now, one more thing. This is the coolest thing. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State University and with the faculty of the State University of New York concurring, I confer upon you, Alan Newell, the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In token thereof, I award you this diploma and direct that you receive the hood appropriate to the degree. Well done. All right. Congratulations, Doctor. It is now my great pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Ms. Stephanie Blythe. A renowned opera singer and recitalist, Stephanie Blythe is considered one of the most highly respected, critically acclaimed artists of her generation. Stephanie has performed on many of the world's great stages, was named Musical America's Vocalist of the Year in 2009, received an Opera News Award in 2007, and won the prestigious Richard Tucker Award in 1999. You may have seen Stephanie in PBS's Live from Lincoln Center broadcasts, including the New York Philharmonic performance of Carousel and her acclaimed show, We'll Meet Again, the songs of Kate Smith. Stephanie is the co-founder and artistic director of the Fall Island Vocal Arts Seminar, which is in residence here at the Crane School of Music, and she serves as the honorary chair for Take the Lead, the campaign for Potsdam. It gives me great pleasure to introduce today's keynote speaker, a 2006 honorary degree recipient, Dr. Stephanie.
Hello. I tell you what, this is going to be my all-time favorite audience of all time. I've sung for some big houses, but this is pretty good. President Esterberg, honored guests, members of the administration, faculty, staff, families, friends, and graduates. If you told me all those years ago, when I stood on this stage to teach my fellow graduates our alma mater, that one day I would be standing here delivering the commencement address to the class of 2015, I would have had some choice words for you. That was because when I crossed this stage to get my diploma, I still had no idea what I was going to do with my life. I had inklings of dreams that I still didn't quite believe were possible, but no path to my goals. The only thing I could think of at the time. I stayed in Potsdam all summer, working odd jobs until I decided that I would return to school in the fall to complete a second bachelor's degree, this time finishing the one I had started 5 years earlier, a degree in music. You see, during the 6 years that I was here at school, I took a long time to find my passion, and in looking back many years later, I saw that I was lost here just as often as I was found. I started off in 1987 thinking that I would become a great music teacher, that I would be the kind of person that inspired me as a high school student. I adored teachers, and still do. They were, in many cases, the only people that I felt drawn to during school, the only people who got my awkward enthusiasm for life, and who made me feel good about myself after a bad bout with a bully. But after just one semester of studying music education, I knew something wasn't quite right. This was a feeling that went well beyond my horrible performance in musical theory class. No, This was something that dawned on me during my first experience doing practicum teaching. I was a good teacher. I had good instincts, but the passion was not there. Then this feeling crept over me. I knew that one day I would be in the middle of teaching a class and I would realize that I wasn't following my heart. And that was something that wouldn't just affect me. It would affect every child that would cross my path as a student. I still didn't quite understand where I was going, but I knew where I didn't want to go, and that was something. So I bummed around school for a while, a rudderless drifter, always heading out to a party or finding my way home at some ungodly hour, always finding oh yes, oh yes. We'll talk about it later. Always finding some excuse not to go to class, finishing up the semester with a whopping 1.5 grade average. I am so sad that you are wooing that. I took the summer to find myself in Vermont with some friends, and very nearly didn't return to school because I had spent every paltry dime I made that summer, and I had no money to return to Potsdam. That was when I called my Uncle Erwin. Erwin was my godfather. He had always been someone who got me. And I thought he would surely float me the couple of thousand I would need to go back to school. My only contingency plan was to stay in Vermont and clean hotel rooms for a living. And that is what I told him. What he told me was he wasn't going to give me a cent. But he wanted me to pack my stuff, head back to Potsdam, and find a way. He didn't want me to throw my life away, and he wasn't going to give me an easy out. He wanted me to find my passion and go for it. He knew that I would discover a way. I came back to school, got a loan, picked up some cleaning jobs, and I looked at a list of classes to see if I could find some inspiration, some direction. I found it in a course called Theory of Rhetoric. Just the title intrigued me, and I found in that course all the things I've been looking for, a way of really seeing our cultural discourse, a way to study our history and discover how all things are connected, until I was persuaded that even in the microcosm of my daily class schedule, all of my classes were melding together to become one idea, and that every lecture, despite the subject, was revealing something magical about what I had studied in a different class just an hour earlier. My coursework chose my new major, English writing. I was a good writer. I had an aptitude for it. I enjoyed writing. Nothing spectacular. Essays seem to be my forte. I have never written anything remotely fanciful that was interesting at all. But non-fictional essays reflecting on life or someone else's work were truly enjoyable for me. However, it was here that I came upon a problem that had haunted me before, one that I could not previously name because at the time I was incapable of naming it: technique. As I said, I was a good writer. As a music major, my performance concentration was voice, and I was naturally good at that. In high school, I played the flute, and I was good at that too. I was a good student, and that had always seemed enough for me. But now I understood that without technique, I would never be anything but good, and now that wasn't enough. It was only as I wrote the last essay for my comprehensive writing course in 1991 that I drew these conclusions. That in discovering how to write, how to organize my thoughts and scribble them down in a way that was palatable and understandable to the reader, I found my way back to my passion, back to music and singing. Now I had never stopped singing. I had actually never really revealed to anyone at Crane that I was no longer a music major. Sorry. I continued to take upper division courses in history to study voice, sing in choruses, and solo with the orchestra. I even sang major in several opera productions. I loved to sing, but I was just now conceiving of a life where singing would be my vocation. Here is where my speech catches up with the first paragraph. I came back to Crane to finish my major in music. That year was a whirlwind for me. I was really learning how to sing and making great strides with a new teacher and a new technique. One of the things you find about studying voice is that it changes constantly at that age. Every experience, whether intellectual, spiritual, or physical, creates a new obstacle to overcome. And gaining technique, regardless of your discipline, as most of you already know, is typically a tedious exercise. It involves practice, repetition, failing, trying, failing, trying, failing, gaining new skill after new skill. But somewhere in that routine, you find one day that something miraculous has happened. All of a sudden, that endless forest reveals itself to be just a gathering of individual trees, and you find your path. That is all the technique does. It frees us to draw our own maps. It gives us a foundation to build spectacular edifices. It opens our mind continually to new ways of looking not only at our work, but at our world. In fact, if you asked me today what my major was in college, I would give just that one word: technique. When I got serious about how I wanted to sing, the why revealed itself immediately. It took only a year and a half of study with my teacher, Patricia Mislin, to give me the confidence and ability to start singing for competitions, all of which I lost until I started competing in the Metropolitan Opera National Council auditions in 1993. After winning first place in the district and regional levels, I headed to New York City and the national level in 1994 and was one of 10 winners. As I accepted my award, nearly falling flat on my face as I did so, I looked into the faces of my high school choral teacher, Martin Banner, a Potsdam graduate, and of Patricia Mislin, who had also been Martin's voice teacher. All those years of confusion and apathy were behind me, a regretful but necessary step in my journey. Here I was, 23 years old, standing on the stage of the Metropolitan Opera, singing with that magnificent orchestra in that gigantic, breathtaking theater, singing of people. What a wild, crazy, unbelievable path. I was asked to join their apprentice program, which I did for 2.5 years. And this season, I celebrated my 50th year as a principal artist at the Metropolitan Opera. Thank you. Thank you. So, nice story, Blythe. Good start. Interesting exposition. Well-rounded, happy ending. But what now? Well, here are my questions for you. Have you found your technique? Because developing technique goes far beyond getting a diploma, no matter. Because there is a technique to every single thing you do in life, including just being you. You have a technique that is individual and specific. You will spend your life honing it. At least I pray that you do so. I believe that every one of us is born with a personal manual explaining everything about us and how and why we will do everything in life, and that somewhere between the womb and that first breath of air, we forget it all, and consequently spend our lives remembering and writing that personal manual. It is in finding that life technique that you reveal your fervor, your joy, your direction. Here at Potsdam, you found a momentary route laid out for you and a way to measure each success. You traveled from season to season, accumulating credits and grades, all created to help you develop the skills necessary to define a prosperous occupation, one that will fill your spiritual as well as corporeal needs. Now, you are at a crossroads, ready to begin a new existence. In continuing your education or heading out into the workplace, how will you measure your success? Will you continue to look for and develop your technique? Will you find a way to be creative, to be innovative? Because I tell you, there is one thing that demands you to be a visionary, and that is you. There is no one like you. No one who has your thoughts, your experiences, your particular skill set. When it comes to you, you must be the expert. Do not let your life become a series of unrelated episodes, uninteresting, shallow, connecting dots laid out for you. You are a miracle of existence. Just ask your parents. We live in a world that has 100 demands and requires us to multitask ourselves into surface-level oblivion. When I started out as a professional singer, I was pulled in so many directions, so many people knowing exactly who I was and what I needed to be. They knew what roles I should sing, what voice type I was, how I needed to dress, how much I should weigh, who should represent me, how I should represent myself. That was over 20 years ago, before you added the faceless voices of the internet, all weighing in with their mostly dreary opinions. In all honesty, if I had listened to some of those folks, I would not be standing here before you today. I am here because of what I learned in those writing classes, what I found out in those practice rooms, and in the listening rooms of the music library. I discovered a passion to be me, to allow my talents and brain and heart to define me, and above all, to live a life that helps others to find the same in themselves. This is a monumental topic, far beyond what I can deliver to you in a commencement address. But if you develop your technique, your manual, you will be able to instill a need in yourself and in others to be their very best. Then you won't be just successful in your job. You will be creating a legacy. So go and create it. Class of 2015.
Thank you. Thank you for the gift of your wonderful words. Now, I think you're waiting for this. Yeah. As we begin the presentation of candidates, we ask that families and graduates remain seated until all graduates are recognized, as a courtesy to everyone attending today's ceremony. Will Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost Margaret Madden please join me in the presentation of candidates for graduation.
Will all the candidates rise? President Esterberg, these candidates have completed the curricula prescribed for their degrees by the State University of New York at Potsdam. They have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York. In the name of the faculty and by its authority, I have the honor of presenting them to you so that you may confer upon them the appropriate degree: Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, or Bachelor of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, I now confer upon you the appropriate bachelor's degree and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to the degree. Graduates, you may now turn your tassels.
Candidates will now be escorted forward by rows. Graduates, please be seated until your row is called. Reading the names of today's graduates will be Dr. Peter Brower, Dean of the School of Education and Professional Studies, Dr. Stephen Markesy, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, and Dr. Michael Sitton, Dean of the Crane School of Music.
Sophie S. Gregg. Katerina Anna Shochik. Courtney Ann White. Allison M. Johnson. Brandon W. Finney. Alice Applegate. Julia Marguerite Watson. Kasha Watson. Bradley Sean Turner. Philip Averill. Kathleen L. Morrissey. Matthew Michael Serda. Julia Andrejek. Nige Shepard. Carrie Ann Ferguson. Christina Bakudi. Chantel Shanice Clother. Rosemary Aubankudi. Gabriel Michael Anderson. Jack Moulton. Emily Barber. Joshua D. Marcolina. Philip Lloyd Page. Darren Atiga Price. Vincent Aseri. Prince Ashmoa. Calixto Mariano. David Gomez. Emma Lee Andrewcat. Hira Bakshi. Mackenzie Joan Briere. Caitlin Renee Blunt. Samantha Marie Bell. Ethan Bonnywell. Courtney Bloom. Daniel Brazel. Grant Marvel Barnhart. Gemma Ann Kazanowitz. Janessa Marie L. Andrea M. Koenig. Aaron McKee. Adrienne. Kylie Eleanor Strite. Emily Victoria Allen. Lloyd William Benedict, Jr. Adam G. Barnes. McKaylee Lane Simpson. John J. Andalora. Glenn Butler. Brandon Brissett. Iris Torres. Taylor Marie Coupe. Gabrielle Elise Harp. Jordan Lynn Donnelly. Gabriella Rossi. Christina Marie Bald. Rachel Lappin. Megan Mirinda. Kimberly Lewis. Kayla Taylor. Rachel Spiker. Caitlin Cody Hamilton. Carlene Elizabeth Daly. John B. O'Connor. Matthew Frederick Villani. Emma G. Doolittle. David Cervantes Nava. Christina Judith Wall. Adam Bassett. Crystal Lynn Brown. Natasha May Brown. Taylor Schwannard. Stephanie Hall. Brittany Rose Sullivan. Jessica Jones. Nicole Madeline Nilsson. Cody Allen Richard. Christina Scott P. Turner. Erin Christine Barr. Christopher B. Bayer. Joseph Ryan Patzner. Lindsay Marie Murphy. Kareem A. Tappan. Zakia Well. Anasia Thompson Lawrence. Nia Owens. D. Cowding Jr.
Samuel Philip Costanzo. Amanda L. Cassette. Michaela Ann Powlick. Andrew Casey Pacer. Alec Francis Cisco. Chloe Grab. Katie Marie Porter. Devin Anderson Smith. Laura Audra Capito. Heidi Danielle Cherapak. Rani Sovana Ray Cheer. Taylor A. Channer. David K. Curry. Philip Alexander Ducray. Jesse David Blasblog.
Yes!
Justin Green. Allison Verderber. Laura Elizabeth Brome. Hannah Marie Gebhard. Catherine Lee Fredericani. Bridget Bergen. Nari Kim. Kevin J. Dorval. Jessica Casara. Ryan Thomas Luca. Jillian Kathleen Macchia. Catherine Berquist. Maria Guadalupe Gonzalez. Jenna Marie Latano. Wilmina Gladys Sandberg. Nicole L. Fedorchuk. Amelia Jane O'Hara. Elizabeth Amanqua. Cheyenne Washington. Kalia Schuler. Olivia E. Shepard. Carolithia Lagarre. Ariel Todman Prater. Tatiana Maria Chichester. Lillian Marie Johnson. Sarah Elizabeth Amani DeBerry. Brandon C. Williams. Sarah J. Reagan. Luciles Ortiz Gonzalez. Kiani Perez. Jamila Alicia Osman. Eric Marshall Diamond. Ryan Dale Allen. Jade Aldridge. Jenny Flanagan. Sean R. Kelleher. Steve Gomez. Malcolm J. Eustace. Desiree Teresa Honeyhouse. Allison Anna Marie Boots. Marie Antoinette White. Colleen Elizabeth McNamara.
Nicholas Wazaleski. Catherine Elizabeth Putnam. Garrett M. Janes. Leslie May Schoolcraft. Margaret Teresa Wall. Emily Loren Pettit. Kiana French. Bailey Marie Wagle. Jenna Therese Louise Watson. Christina and Angela Blackstock. Taylor M. Kucharski. Nicholas DeFranco. Caitlin Elizabeth Stone. Samantha K. Seymour. Damian Francesco Joseph Carreri. Casey J. Cuniff. Caitlin M. Brand Rose. Megan C. Straw. Jonathan Daniel Doan. Rebecca Ann Duquette. Mark W. Davy. Stephanie Katrina Davis. Alexander Michael Dumas. Taylor Reed Fiala. Annalise Adolphus. Megan Fritzing. Rachel Marie Vincent. Catherine Africano. Presley Ransom. Luke Peter Renke. Rene. Angelina L. Doherty. Joshua Thomas Davis. Anne Marie Height. Jillian Howard. Laura Traybold. Samantha Swinking. Shelby Rose Van Roe. Zoe Lynn. Nicole Reynoso. Elaine Marie Gonzalez Che. Anelis Pena. Francis Javier. Amy Lynn Tiernan. Kiera Peralta. Layla Dial Layla. Sorry. Christopher Martinez. Jean Carlos Sanchez. Daryl Diaz Delgado. Erica Oliver. Manuel and Paulino Jr. Herbert Poca. Leoel Jackson. Cody Francis Patrick Doyle. Christopher Blake Marr. John C. Welch III. James P. Ferrante. David Leclerc. Daniel Anthony Evans. Ryan Dean Phillips. Mackenzie M. Spellacy. Jillian Elizabeth Sorrow. Alyssa Shute. Samantha Marie Polnack. Zachary Robert Bauer. Jonathan P. Calderon. Emily Canosa. Ellen Victoria Lehet. Alyssa Kaiser. Lena Marie Vaughn. Victoria Blakesey. Jamili Amsar. Juliana Marie Alfano. Olivia Brockway. Kayla Kesner. Ashley Hahn. Jenna Leah Di Donato. Jessica Catherine Hefner. Danielle M. Cicero. Anthony Rotindo. Olokeme Bamade Fa Leme. Courtney Gusso. Katasha Gillette. Christina Gillette. Jennifer Leigh Doling. Allison Feynman. Emily Gilman. Kimberly Carly Ramsundar. Orlando Geigel Jr. Joseph Donangelo. Stephanie Diane Gorish. Benjamin Allen Franks. Catherine Sally Ullman Smith. Kathleen Nicole Fulton. Taylor M. Hughes. Anthony D. Arena. Robert Spahn. Jarrett Swigert Bond.
Melissa Feliciano. Teresa Pitera. Olivia Marie Grant. Anthony J. Grasso. Gina Lee Norell. Katie M. Fetzi. Isaac M. Griffith. Brooke Boyer. Samantha Donnelly. Noel N. Thomas. Ariel E. Birchenoff. Kevin Martin Gorman. Eric Hagan. Alexander R. Minsker. Ryan J. Minsker. Christopher A. Dolce. Matthew J. Donovan. Brian Arnold Emery. Charles Engel. Zachary C. Adams. Gregory Torshin. Jacob D. Klossner. Matthew C. Deshane. Tori Kathleen Wilson. William D. Temple. Sarah E. Anderson. Jenna Blugis. Gabrielle Arana. Eliza Marilyn Fields. Sharon Ofori. Tia M. Wright. Tanner J. Marsh. Sarah Emily Meacham. Natasha Alexandra Herbert. Brett Henry Hanselman. Gregory Schilling. Raymond Weber. Haley M. Davis. Eric Joseph Hans. Alexander Hardigan. Christopher D. Negron. James T. Kersey. Callie M. Frago. Daniel I. Jones. Alicia Imari White. Jessica Monique Mari James. Carolyn Herrera.
Request to slow it down a little there, Stack.
Eli Benjamin Smith. Janet Rebecca Lenow. Chelsea E. Rourke. Caitlin Sarah Leahy. Kirsten Hopperich Lestrange. Nikabi Frederick Jr. Nikabi. Clinton Joseph. Jeffrey Paul Wager. Dorothea Starr Gelb. Jamal Daniels. Melissa Raquel Baena. Samantha Lynn Fay. John G. Marshall. Caitlin Egan. Laura K. Cahoon. H. Geiselman. Lindsay M. Gates. Cody Chamberlain. Nicole Marie Mahalik. Kyle Edward Chamberlain. Maxwell John Lewis Horning. Ethan Robert Cypress. Jonathan Thomas Dowd.
Joshua A. Gansey. Samuel Polenz. Alexander David Hudipole. Sean Michael McQuaid. Cameron Hughes. Rebecca Scholdorf. Sean M. Spraker. Heather Leonardo. Christina Maria Mortorano. Christina Komosinski. Molly Bridget Jones. Shane Peters. Madeline Louise Maurizio. Kyle Peters. Christina Packer. Catherine Shapkowski. Amanda Rose Fortgang. Christine E. Pando. Victoria Cavett. Frances Cecilia Flonsbaum. Ryan Charles Sparks. Andrew Brower Lamley. Paul Pearl. Jonathan Bintz. Elisa Mae Murphy. John Alexander Dewar. Brian Michael Sweeney. Joshua Franz. Trisha Jackson. Mitchell Andrew Vanier. Brandon S. Lane. Adrienne M. Jacobs. Christopher A. Creco. Ross E. Heisert. Danielle C. Herman. Kennedy Hill. Jordan Elizabeth Jenkin. Selena Patterson. Letitia Tiffany Isaac. Curtis John Hutchins. Rainey Lynn. Hannah M. Murphy. Amy Lynn Smith. Christy Lynn Huxell. Nikki's Kwame. Joseph M. Lochi. Christopher Lee. Randy Brunig. Mark Edward Lyon. Robert Dennis Rule. Derek Joseph Dravance. Adam James Lang. Matthew J. Merkel. Jonathan Llewellyn Kohlberg. Michael Thomas Cole. Kelly I. Nuccio. Farrell A. Bell. Veronica Lavia. Cheyenne Erin Louise Kletke. Nicole Argarite Nolan. Allison Lynn Brady. John Ludlam. Natalie C. LaRusso. Sophie Long. Janet Marie Levere. Brandon Lawwell. Rachel Latimer. Robert Krupanich. Kyle Knox. Philip James Canoop. Charlotte Ann Clapp. Melanie Kenyon. Corey Kendall. Samantha Mary Kelly. Jenna Lee Johnston. Rosanjo Garcia.
Chelsea Stanley. Laura S. Garnero. Camila Lucas Hodgin. Chanel Ayadna Arthur. Felicia McCrae. Sean Donahue. Alexandria Ileana Montoya. Michelle Christine Primiano. Charles William Murray III. James Meyer. Charles Lederer. Michelle Christine Mesh. Derek Yukna. Daniel Kurtz. Nathan Garrett Beck. Robert Dici. Gage Alexander Larrabee. Carla Fugiletto. Austin William Ward. Jeremiah Philip Hamill. Michael Anthony Muscato. Joseph Clarence Muir III. Curtis R. Moeller. John Mischiagno. Elizabeth Maraglia. Shayla Maynard. Kevin M. Meeks. Terrell D. McGuire. Dale C. McDonald. Evan McAdam. Caitlin Matalavich. Matthew P. Mara. Jeffrey J. Mara. Nicholas John Mariani. Stevie Ward. Marissa Lee Perron. Emma Lee Lobenhofer. Roland Pierce, Jr. John Andrew McKenna, Jr., Jack. Faith Amy Ferenz. Amber L. Reed. Danielle M. Metier. Cassidy Ann Tanzella. Aaron E. Walbridge. Anthony J. Potter. Leanne Garcia. Megan Elizabeth Brennan. Margot Suzanne Payne. Brian Michael Thomas Rappoltz. Stephanie Payne. Sarah Janelle Peavy. Jacob Pauling. Alyssa Tarantino. Kendra Doring. Ebony Velasquez. Christopher Ross Hawley. Aubrey M. Prince Stoller. Michael D. Sherman. Elizabeth V. Pages. Edward B. Pryor. Christopher Prey. Richard Adam Pitkameny III. Shane C. Peterson. Andrew Holmes Perry. Josephine Paraglia. Anton Pavlov. Erica Parker. James O'Leary. Caitlin J. O'Dinera. Matthew D. Nobles. Sarah Dawson. Ellen Elizabeth Norton. Rachel Ann Patton Miller. Kimberly Ann Alger. Caitlin Elizabeth Roll. Emily Dawn Brewer. Sarah Elizabeth Dickerson. Sean Lynch Sansevier. Jennifer M. Navarra.
Leah Elizabeth Depeche. Stephanie Stancy. Cameron Fredrickson. Caitlin M. Peckrell. Heather M. Martell. Miles River Willow. Lauren Hopkins. Christopher Napo. Carrie E. Clancy. Alyssa M. Tagliaferri. Michelle Hostler. Brooke June. Emily A. Latchett. Dustin D. Strong. Carolyn T. Tietzel. Stephanie Vlad. Ashley N. Bebout. Jordan A. Champagne. Marissa Elise Ryder. Kara J. Rockwood. Nicole Marie Ruggiero. Kyle W. Robinson. Erica C. Weitza. Thomas Lawson. Lawton, sorry. Anissa Tazari. Zachary LeBlanc. Nicholas Converso. Marissa Caliguri. Bridget Ann Funaro. Andrew M. Ranieri. Laureen Tweeder. Cassandra I. Rosado. Uralis Ramirez. Shauna Robinson. Ruby Elizabeth Robinson. Heather Lynn Rouse. Lauren Elizabeth Valentin. Christina Elizabeth O'Connor. Samantha Lorenz. Abraham Shippey. Kelly Christian Glascott. Daniel S. Costa. Clark Sulia. Samantha N. Scheid. Anastasia Louise Sioris. Carly Ray Reynolds. Allison Blasey. Kate Ellen Klaus. Kristen Taylor Webster. Allison M. Cleaver. Nicholas Mark Drymiller. Jacob Turborg. Jack Miller. Julie Marie Chavez. Brianna Scansuso. Anthony William Horton. Tyler James Brown. Jessica Taylor Tift. Taylor Constance Bowden. David Merced.
Emily J. Gill. Shawnee Taylor Sawchuk. Devora Sorbo. Allison Lita Suye. Jordan M. Smith. Timothy Siniger. Aaron J. Smith. Tiffany Lynn Smalls. Latasha Searles. Julie Melissa Gomez Morales. Sarah Jean Sini. Nicholas Schwartzmuller. Erica Lynn Souther. Kelsey Elizabeth Scrum. Rachel Elizabeth Sharo. Jesse Ann Snyder. Christina Amanda Brewster Silberman. Alicia Safford. Lauren Elizabeth Stafford. Mark William Sudak. Peyton F. Schill. Gabrielle J. Salerno. Elisa Louise St. Germain. Walter Thiem. Zach Van Brockland. Tyler Colin W. Roller. William O.C. IV. Kaylee Nicole Jarvis. Tina Marie E. Wing. Jordan Michael Talbot. Johanna M. Kastner. Jeannie Einhorn, excuse me. Kaylee Virginia Bain. Caitlin E. Baker. Christina Maria Smith. Dylan Alexis Ye. Laura Ann Wessing. Olga Uchitz. Patricia Zier. Austin Ferguson Young. Naomi Esther Connors. Emery Swayze Zook. Trevor Cope. Kenneth E. Simon III. Izzy Fairman. Amanda Pearl Moeller. Brandon Allen Griffin.
Abigail P. Zapp. Elizabeth A. Gent. Carly Magnuson. Samantha Rose Long. Joseph A. Scutaro. Christine Schofield. Carlene K. Benson. Brandy Jo Mulvaney. JC Lee Melillo. Melissa Marie Jackson. Bridget Elaine Terpstra. Max Lewis Fogel. Michael John Rodriguez. Daniel McCamey. Eric R. Ware. Nicholas George McBride. Anthony Zampoloni. Jordan Wright. Amy Jo Wormwood. Kevin Joseph Wilson. Elena Winchell. Christiana Will. Caitlin Wheeler. Robin L. Thielen. Tiffany A. Thompson. Christina Danielle Clark. Shannon Elizabeth McFarland. Erin Elizabeth Speed. Charity Baker. Amber Marie McLaughlin. Erilyn M. Bradley. Cassandra Wickham. Sarah Elizabeth Bourgeois. Angel M. Menoff. Jaqueline Pickren. James David Moore. Michael Elizabeth Weaver. Hannah Michael Rukas. Claire Elise Watterson. Catherine Suzanne Waters. Casey Lynn Walrath. Emmeline Voss. Taylor L. Van Slyke. Catherine Elizabeth Bullock. Emily May Buckley. Hannah Elizabeth Geiling. Daniel Mertzloff. Dunasia Jordan. Yvonne Zora Trobe.
One large round of applause for our incredible graduates. Congratulations to all of the graduates. Once again, let me offer my warmest congratulations to each of you receiving a degree today, and offer my special congratulations to our honorary degree recipient, Alan Newell, and thanks to our commencement speaker, Dr. Stephanie Blythe, our musical groups, our singers, and all our special guests for enriching this celebration. Thank you to all of us for being with us today for the 2015 commencement of the State University of New York at Potsdam. I encourage you to join me, the stage party, the faculty, and the staff on the other side of the library near Minerva Plaza, immediately following the ceremony for honoring our graduates. The audience is asked to remain in place until the procession has ended. Now, will you please rise and join Hannah Geiling in singing our alma mater.
On the banks of Racket River, with its hills of blue, stands our honored Potsdam College, stirring sight to view. Hail Potsdam College! In reverence we acknowledge strength from thee, O thee, alma mater. Praise, oh praise Potsdam.
Thank you.